Hi, I'm Sarah from Preston Flower Club. I'm an area demonstrator for Flowers Northwest. So I'm going to show you a little craft item that you can do for a Christmas table centre or something to go on your sideboard. So what you'll need for this is you'll need the best thing I've found from trial and error is to use some corrugated cardboard. The ones with the lines, you can see that, and a flat back. You'll need some wrapping paper. This is great to do any time of the year, but we're going to do Christmas, so I've got some Christmas wrapping paper. It's quite nice to have 3 different complementary colours. You'll need some plastic test tubes, either thick, thin, little, doesn't really matter. Whatever you've got in your toolbox, and if you don't have any, if you go into your local florist, I'm sure they'll have some they can either give you or sell you. So you want to cut your card into squares, rough squares. They don't all have to be the same size or shape. The same with your wrapping paper. So I've got some green holly and I've got some nice red. And then what you want to do is get some double-sided sellotape. I use the Oasis. It's the stickiest double-sided tape I know, so that's really good. A couple of things to remember is you want to roll the card with the lines going vertically, because if you try and roll it this way, it doesn't roll. So yeah, roll it this way. So what the first thing you need to do is attach a test tube. So I'm going to put a little tiny one in here. Again, double-sided sellotape. What this will do is stop the test tube from falling down the inside of the tube. So just put a little bit of double-sided sellotape on. So the test tube I'm going to put just so the lip is over the top of the card. And I'm going to roll it so the lines are on the inside. And you want to roll the... there's a slight hangover with this paper. Let me see if I can show you. So I've got a little bit sticking out at the bottom, a bit at the top. The bit at the top I'm going to leave as it is. That stops the cardboard from showing later. This bit I'm just going to roll in so the bottom has a nice finished edge to it. So roll that in. Okay, so can you see that okay? So that's rolled in, your test tube's attached up there. And then you can roll it all at the same time. You can do it separately if you wish. You can roll your cardboard first, then you can add the wrapping paper, but always conscious of time. I always find the quickest way of doing things. So at the end, you've got the cardboard there, and then you've got the wrapping paper sticking out there. What you need to do is get your double-sided tape again, pop it on. I'm going to show you this in 1 second. This is quite important, this bit. Well, it's very important, this bit. You want to put your double-sided sellotape so it sticks over the edge, so you can see it on both sides. Because then, take the stuff off. The quickest way to get this off is to rub your fingernail across a corner and then pull that backing strip off. And then when you roll, I don't know if you can see that, but as you roll it, your wrapping paper is going to stick to itself, and then you have a sticky piece left, like so. So that's your first tube. So I'll just do another one. If you're using a wrapping paper that's the right or wrong way up, then just be careful which way you have it. I'm going to use a bigger test tube for this. So again, double-sided tape, just a little bit at the top of the test. Pull the tape off. Stick that onto your test tube so the top is hanging off the edge, just helps to hold it all. So pop your card near the top of the paper, fold the bottom bit in, like so. It's a little bit fiddly, but it's great to do in front of the TV in the evening. And roll, 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 roll. Roll, roll, roll. You could be really organised and cut your double-sided sellotape first, but I just do it as I go along, because then I know what length that I want to cut. I'm going virtually a whole length of the paper. Pull that piece off and roll, 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 roll. And then you've got the sticky bit. Now the reason for that extra sticky bit is you've got 2 rolls now, both with a sticky piece. That's upside down, Sarah. So you've got nice neat bottoms, and then just make sure they're on a flat surface, and where one side is sticky, so I've got one sticky side here, I've got one here, just push them together like so, and you'll find they'll not go anywhere. They're very, very firm. Bottom is nice and neat. And then you can then attach more Blue Peter moment. Now I quite like having different heights, so some of these are similar height. So I've pushed these together. It's also good to put some at the back to give it extra stability. And then I'm going to bring in my Blue Peter moment, something I have done before that has some flowers in it already. Let me just spin this round for you. So this is a one-sided one for purposes of this video. If you were having this along your dining room table, don't forget you need to do both sides. I'm just going to take it off the spinner now and add in this one, just like so. And then obviously you fill in, put some water in the test tubes. You don't have to fill every single test tube with water. You don't need every single test tube. And then I've got some roses to put in. As you can see, I've used some of these fan palms on. We've got Christmas decorations. We've got baubles. I've used the seeded eucalyptus, the buried euc, just to give a bit of texture. Some lovely roses. This time of year I was struggling a little bit with what I could use, but come December you've got holly, you've got carnations, I've got a little gerbera here, little tiny chimney, pop that in somewhere low. So you want to balance it. I quite like you have rhythm by having the 2 roses, and repetition of the plant material is giving you rhythm as well. And I've just sprayed some dried Solidago red. So a little bit of height works really well. Again, a bit of repetition. And you can wire fir cones to put in. Pop those in. I've got some little iced berries. They can just be tucked in. Some of these can be tucked in into the other good thing about the corrugated paper is I can just tuck that inside corrugated paper just to hold that in. I'm going to put another one on this end. And maybe a couple more berries down there. There you go. Very stable. You can then keep it, bring it out for next year, put different flowers in. As I say, you can do birthday ones. Easter is a great one to do. January, when there's nothing much going on, you could do a gorgeous white, wintry white one with ranunculus, tulips, that sort of thing. So it's great fun.